first carry for Nick Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, Mayfield. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Cook able to escape. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Charles, you talk about this defense, and they're in for a tough test, playing a team working on a 3-game win streak. But their head coach very confident in his guys' chances when he spoke to the media earlier this week.
I'd call him brimming with confidence, and he should be. Because if that's what he needs to do to fire up his guys, he should do so. And he's telling everybody, we've got a locker room full of guys ready to step up, and he's making sure that he believes it so that he hopes that his players will as well.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. A give. This is Cook. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Forbes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. His 5th touchdown on the ground, number 8 overall. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Working with a 2nd and 4. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Powers through it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him, over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11. Mayfield to throw it. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. On the ground, it's Chubb. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Drops it off for Chubb. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Chubb. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Chubb again, and he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They'll give it to Chubb, and this time he is in.
Yes.
Nick Chubb becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Handoff comes to Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on 1st down. Forbes. And this turns into a nice game with a slide at the end. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Either about the time, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action. Mayfield. Buying time to his left.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Mayfield now. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Mayfield now from the 50. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now it's 2nd and 9. Now Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. The 30. 20. 10, 5. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they don't clinch a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Forbes. Throws right side, and that's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Cook. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Forbes. Touchdown, Vikings. And Isabella with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the 41, Mayfield. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Mayfield's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
61 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Chubb. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel, okay? So when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. They run it again with Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run for it. Chubb, and he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Nagar now for the point after. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Vikings 19, Browns 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Vikings now to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Minnesota. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give. This is Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
To throw on 2nd down. Forbes. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Browns' 27-yard line.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Forbes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are right back in this football game. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 Fs for a rookie quarterback.
And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Back to throw. Forbes. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Still 9 remaining on second down. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 40-yard line. 85 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And again, it's Chubb. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. He'll look to throw. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Grant Delpit. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it,